Thank you very much to Lenore for that presentation. And of course, your questions, feel free to keep them coming. It is quite an informal setting, so no need to second guess yourself when it comes to asking any of those questions. We do call for your active participation, as we'll also host a panel discussion in the same room in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. But continuing with the theme of development, innovation, as well as this particular forum that we're hosting here, taking a look at particular case studies. So often we talk about free industrial development zones, we talk about free ports, as well as these business centers that are so critical to the economy as well as its performance. But how about we take a look at some case studies, understand which opportunities they tapped into, what did they manage to do correctly, and how we can also share in these learnings within the various markets that we operate in. Please warmly welcome on stage the Business Development Manager for Omnicane in Mauritius, Ms. Emily Oliver.
Hello, everyone. So my presentation today will be focused on the opportunities to access Africa and other key markets by using Montresor Mauritius as a real gateway and also a business corridor. So Mauritius has been known as an ideal destination throughout the years, more for working, living, and leisure, through hospitality developments, sandy beaches, golf courses, natural landscapes, honeymooning destinations, and also local flavors. But during the past years, Mauritius has also proven to be a very serious business destination, providing real business opportunities to investors. Mauritius has crafted a strong growth-oriented, well-diversified, and resilient economy, which has enabled us to achieve one of the highest per capita income in Africa. Leveraging on our strategic location, Mauritius has successfully positioned itself as a regional and trading hub. So as a well-established destination for investors, we are able to offer a secure investment climate, political stability, transparent regulations, high value addition trading platform, and an efficient financial ecosystem. From there on, Mauritius has evolved from a monocropic economy since its independence into a well-diversified sector. So what you see on the screen are the top economic sectors, whereby manufacturing accounts for 13%, construction and real estate 10.1%, logistics 6.6%, services 12%, ICT 5%, and hospitality 7%. Some key advantages of Mauritius. So we've been very well positioned as a fiscal efficient destination, low tax regime. So we are able to offer today 15% of corporate tax, and which can be brought down up to 3% on certain revenue streams. So we are talking of revenue streams like dividends, interest, and also income on the trading of goods. In addition, you will see, I'm just going to grab the mic list. Can I have the mic? It's easier. Yes, so Mauritius has been able to offer really interesting tax regimes with no capital gains tax, inheritance tax, and no donations tax also. We've got other advantages like no exchange control, foreign ownership, and also the ability to incorporate and do business really efficiently. In terms of infrastructure, the government has invested massively into road networks, new highways, but also the airport and the seaport. The Business Gateway is our commercial node. It's a brand under which we are promoting the commercial, industrial, but also the duty-free zone. So a bit of a background on Omnicane. We are leading sugar producers in Mauritius, but we are also producing energy, electricity, bioethanol, and also bioethanol and other byproducts of sugar. We've got an important African strategy. We have now expanded to Kenya, in Kwale, with a sugar operation, but also in Rwanda. In terms of property projects, so we have a track record of developments in the center of the island, which are in Eban City, and also in the southern part of Mauritius. So Mont Trésor, which is really the case study today, is located southeast of Mauritius, just right next to the airport. In terms of key features, so the airport being catalytic in nature, we are really well located, so connectivity for people flying in and flying out. We've got also very nice, pristine beaches on this Mont Trésor site, a lush environment, landmarks such as tropical forests and historical buildings. So the story behind Mont Trésor is that it used to be a sugar estate, which we are now reconverting into a live-work-play development. And as I said, as an anchor, the airport. In terms of Smart City certificate, which we obtained in 2016, so what it means is that I've got another slide which explains the incentives, but basically the government has implemented an investment scheme whereby locals and foreigners do get tax holidays, but also other non-fiscal incentives when developing in our smart city. In terms of master planning, so we've been really interacting and also appointing local and international architects, of which you should know Bogertman and Partners. I think Jean is here today, our architect. Architect Studio, and also Royal Haskoning DHV from the Netherlands. In terms of commitment to sustainable development, we have subscribed to BREEAM communities and have got an interim certification on that. Another important factor also is we just got a Green Star building certification on one of our office parks. So this is the Mauritius airport, and which can accommodate a capacity of 4 million passengers. There was a massive investment of $300 million invested by the government to enhance this airport, and they are also planning the extension of the master plan with an additional 200,000 million rupees to come soon. So in terms of airport traffic, Mauritius is very well connected today because we are able to offer 39 direct flights to Europe, Africa, and in the Indian Ocean. So now the master plan. This is a 500-hectare master plan. Really the unique aspects of this plan is the integration of the business functions, the residential. We've got also an important project here at number 12, which is our film production studio. So we have just contracted with a German company, which we will build a film production studio, as I said, an international one, to be able to create a new ecosystem and a differentiated offer in Mauritius. A retail offering also and other amenities on site. So really the focus of today will be the business gateway, which you see in blue here, and which composes of the office park, the commercial park, the Freeport, and the Holiday Inn Hotel. So we're really trying to develop a commercial and airport node next to the airport. In terms of smart city developer incentives, as I was mentioning before, there's a mix of fiscal and non-fiscal. Any developer in the smart city is entitled to 15% of corporate income tax for 8 years, of tax holidays, excuse me. The value-added tax also is totally exempted. And then access to residency as from the acquisition of residential units from $500,000. So this is the zoning for the business gateway. What you see on the screen is already on offer today. So it's really a mixed-use commercial node, as I mentioned. The model of operation that Omnicane and Montresor want to approach on that is either a land sale or a joint venture and a pure leasing of office space. In terms of key elements, here we see that this is the new airport highway that the government has built and inaugurated in 2017, which has cost $20 million. So this has really put Montresor commercial node on the map. For our residential development, I think it's important to mention it is located further down the beach here. It's not on the map, but so there is no noise disturbance as such for the residential units that are being developed. This is an illustration of our office park of 12,500 square meters. So right on the access of the airport, connected to our newly built Holiday Inn. We are nearing completion for the office park by end of October, and there is available letting space. So here we are targeting local and international companies who are wanting to really capitalize on the proximity to the airport. This is our commercial park, so we are proposing commercial stands here, 50 stands, and they are more for the, how do you call it? For support services to the airport. So we are talking about car rental companies, food and beverage outlets, more office parks, more offices too. This is our trade and Freeport park, so really the value addition platform that we are strongly promoting. These are the benefits. It's a totally duty-free area where you can import goods, assemble them, and then re-export using free trade agreements like SADC, COMESA, AGOA, etc. So in this zone, Freeport operators are subject to 3% corporate tax and Freeport developers to 15%. The other interesting advantages are foreign ownership, 100%, free repatriation of profit, no foreign exchange control, access to offshore banking facilities, and also no customs duties on imports of raw materials. So the authorized activities within the Freeport are warehousing, bulk breaking, processing. We are targeting mainly value-added products, high value and low mass, for instance, pharmaceuticals, electronics. So the idea is to be able to import components, for instance, from China, assemble them in Mauritius, and then re-export to other markets around the world. These are the preferential market trade agreements that Mauritius has today. Sorry. So, as I mentioned, there's the SADC and COMESA, but also AGOA, Turkey, Pakistan, India, and China. The free trade agreements within China and India are currently being in discussion from government to government. In terms of investment promotion agreements, so investment promotion and protection agreements, Mauritius has signed 23 of them with African countries. So what it means is that as a developer, your investment from Mauritius is secured from issues like expropriation of land, for instance. So you can have recourse to an international course. Other trade incentives, so speed to market scheme, freight rebate scheme, these are mainly air freight rebates or even seaport rebates on certain categories of products. So it shows really the intent of the government to boost the manufacturing sector in Mauritius. Other key developments, as I mentioned, are the film studio. This would be the first international studio in Mauritius, and also serving our residential in terms of rental opportunity. This is an illustration of our apartments. We had also a roadshow in South Africa this week to market the residential units. We are offering townhouses, residential apartments, and villas. So it's interesting in terms of also providing business travelers or even companies who want to settle next to the airport, the proximity and the conveniency of having residential units nearby. We also offer access to a very pristine beach called La Cambuse, so it's a totally exclusive access. Approximately 1.5 kilometers. Our project is also situated next to the biggest lagoon in Mauritius, and we are offering this access to our residents. These are the nice features that come along the residential, so Central Park, pedestrian boulevard, clubhouse, and beach club. So even in terms of the business gateway, all the companies settled there would be able to have access to these amenities. So just a short video to invite you to see what we are doing right now in Mauritius. Thank you for your attention.
Make a smart move. Take off to new heights. Open the door to new opportunities. Grow your business. Trade efficiently in a strategic location. Enjoy work. Think ahead. Move next to the airport. Montresor Business Gateway. Welcome on board.
Patient deserves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Huh?